Hello everyone. Now we will discuss about the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides. First of all, Ascaris lumbricoides is also a parasite which is monogenic parasite. First we are saying it as a monogenic parasite which it completes its life cycle in only one host, that is a human being. And then regarding the classification of the Ascaris lumbricoides, particularly Ascaris lumbricoides belongs to the phylum Nematoda, class Phasmida, right? As it is included in the nematodons here, roundworms, right? Particularly, they Ascaris lumbricoides is consisting of which coelom? Pseudocoelom here, because they are consisting of what? Nematodons consisting of pseudocoelom here. If you see the they are actually cosmopolitan in distribution all over the world. They are present, they are spread particularly. Here, what is happening? If you see the body of the Ascaris lumbricoides here, they shows the sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism, it means what? Male is different from the female particularly, right? Here what is happening? Male Ascaris always consisting of what? Curved tail. Female Ascaris will be consisting of what? Straight tail, right? Male and female consisting of somewhat similar structure but completely different. It means what? Male curved tail, female straight tail here, right? In the anterior side only we had the mouth and then excretory pore, both they are present in the anterior side. Female consisting of female genital pore, male consisting of male genital pore, male also consisting of a pineal spicules which always helps in the copulation phenomena, and female Ascaris at the end, at the posterior side, it is consisting of a anus, right? This is particularly the structure of particularly Ascaris male and Ascaris female we are saying particularly. Then how? After the fertilization, when male and female Ascaris are undergoes the fertilization, and remember the point here always, this complete life cycle takes place in the small intestine here. It lives in the Ascaris lives in the small intestine of the host, that means human being here. Whenever the male Ascaris is fused with the female Ascaris after fertilization, what will happen? Mammulated egg is formed here. Mammulated egg stage is formed here. How many mammulated eggs are formed here? Per a day, after fertilization, per a day, 2 lakhs eggs per a day. 2 lakhs mammulated eggs per a day we are getting after fertilization here. Now, why we are calling it as a mammulated egg? Mammulated egg always consisting of a repelled surface, outer protein coat, inside chitinous layer. Beneath the chitinous layer we had the lipid coat, and inside we had the, with the complete structure we are calling as what? A mammulated egg. Mammulated egg is covered by the protein coat, chitinous layer, lipid layer, right? 3 layers here. Mammulated egg which we had actually, it always lives in the moist soil here. In the moist soil it is living. Actually, what is happening here after the moist soil, living in the moist soil, what is happening? In the moist soil only, mammulated egg develops into the first stage of rhabditiform larva. It develops into what? First stage of rhabditiform larva. This first stage of rhabditiform larva which we had particularly, it undergoes first molting. Molting, it means change. Molting, the term always indicates change. After first molting, first stage of rhabditiform larva develops into what? Develops into the second stage of rhabditiform larva. Very, very important point. The second stage of rhabditiform larva is the infective stage. It is the infective stage in the life cycle of the Ascaris here. Infective stage, it means what? Disease spreading stage here. This second stage of rhabditiform larva which we had actually, what is happening here? It, right? It again, what is happening? Whenever the it is present up to the one host here. Whenever it is mixing with the contaminated food and water, right? When contaminated food and water is consisting of the second stage of rhabditiform larva, when a healthy person takes that contaminated food and water with the second stage of rhabditiform larva, it enters into the small intestine of a person. In that person, small intestine, what is happening? Shell, the outer shell is dissolved here. When the outer shell is dissolved, what is happening? Second stage of rhabditiform larva comes outside of the intestine. That's why we are calling as a, this complete thing we are calling as a extra intestinal amoeba, extra intestinal ascariasis here, right? Here what is happening particularly here? Whenever the second stage of rhabditiform larva comes outside the small intestine, first of all what is happening? It is reaching the liver. How it is reaching the liver? It is reaching the liver by the hepatic portal vein. Always hepatic related to the liver only. Hepatic portal vein carries the second stage of rhabditiform larva to what? To the liver. From the liver, what is happening? It is going to the heart. How it is moving towards the heart? By the postcaval vein. Postcaval vein will carry the second stage of rhabditiform larva to the heart. From heart, what is happening? It is moving to the lungs here. In the lungs, how it is reaching to the lungs now? By the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries towards the lungs here. After the lungs, what is happening? the second stage of rhabditiform larva which we had actually, it undergoes the second molting, second change in the alveoli. After second molting, what we are getting? Third stage of larva we are getting. This third stage of larva which is present in the alveoli particularly, it undergoes third molting, that means third change and forms fourth stage of larva. Now fourth stage of larva we have. This fourth stage of larva which we got here particularly, this fourth stage of larva enters into what? Bronchi. From bronchi to what? Trachea. From trachea to larynx. Larynx to glottis. Glottis to the pharynx. Pharynx to the esophagus. Esophagus to the stomach. Stomach to last again small intestine. That this fourth stage of larva is crossing all these parts, and lastly it is moving to what? Lastly it is moving to the small intestine. In the small intestine of a person, what is happening actually? It is again undergoes the fourth molting. Right? Fourth stage of larva, fourth molting here. After fourth molting, what is happening actually? Young ones we are getting. The young ones which we are getting here actually, after the 8 to 10 weeks, they will attain the sexual maturity and forms the male and female ascaris here. The same fertilization occurs, the same life cycle is continuing here. Right? Here particularly remember the point here actually. In the ascaris, we have to remember second stage of rhabditiform larva is the infective stage, and 2 lakhs of the mammalian eggs are released after the fertilization here. Then how it is reaching to the different parts of the particular in the host here, that we have to remember here. And regarding the symptoms, right, regarding the pathogenicity of the Ascaris lumbricoides here, Ascaris lumbricoides always causes ascariasis, a disease known as what? Ascariasis. What are symptoms of the ascariasis mainly? The main symptoms of the ascariasis mainly consisting of what? Nutritional deficiency and stomach pain here. Right? In the children, if you are seeing, the stunted growth in the children is seen because of the ascariasis, because of the nutritional deficiency. Then if you are seeing the prophylaxis here, what prophylaxis we are seeing for the ascariasis, how we can prevent the ascariasis disease here? The prophylaxis is similar to the Entomoebacillus sciatica. As by the contaminated food and water, we are getting the ascariasis. As we are, our body is getting the second stage of rhabditiform larva. Then what is happening? We have to avoid the contaminated food and water. How we are avoiding actually? Always we have to take the fresh foods, and whenever we are taking the vegetables, and then whenever we are taking the leafy vegetables, all these things we have to wash them properly, and always we have to take the boiled water only. Boiled water only we have to take actually, boiled and then filtered water only we have to take here. And then we have to maintain our environment cleanly. Hygienic conditions should be maintained in our surroundings here. By all these things we can prevent the ascariasis disease. This is about the life cycle of the ascariasis which takes place in the human being. It is actually monogenic parasite. That's why only in the one host it is completing its life cycle here. Right? This is about the ascaris life cycle.